here's another one of the internet's ubiquitous unboxing videos.
Living in a van down by the river, singing loud. No ties, no change, just the rolling clouds. Freedom tastes real sweet when you're nothing to give. Living in a van down by the river's where I live, where I live.
We decided as part of our camping gear and emergency prep to add a 2-burner propane camp stove. We already had one by a different manufacturer, but it couldn't be hooked up to a 20-pound, one of the larger, more than the 1-pound cylinders, and I wanted one that I could use with a bulk tank. I have a lot of problems with the 20-pound cylinders. Most noticeably, those cylinders are expensive, and when they're used, they're hazardous waste. So, trying to save some money and do some good for the planet. So, here we go. This is the Coleman Classic stove. Let's see if I can find a model number on here for you. Unlike every other Coleman product I've ever seen, I don't see a model number on this thing. I will update the site if I come across it. Alright, well, let's get this thing open and show you what it's all about. Okay, a little messy on the tape job they did, but okay. This was ordered from Amazon, and the order was actually fulfilled by Coleman. So I'm assuming this is as factory direct as you can get. Okay. So far I don't see any additional parts or documentation. Set this off camera. Alright, how are we looking? I'm going to flip this latch up. It has the same style wind guards 424 has. And actually, there we go. It looks to be, yep, the same grate as the 424. We've got the regulator is zip tied to the grate. Where to put that knife? There we go. Okay. All right. There's our regulator. There's our wheel there. There's our manual. Okay. So let's get the foam out of there. That. Oh, I thought I cut that already. Get that out. Same as with the 424. Swing the clips around. There it is. There's a slot in the side that the wind guard fits in. So here, there's the slot. Tabs on the wind guard fit right there. The propane regulator goes right on the stove. And you just screw it on. Now we connect a propane fuel source, which I don't happen to have handy, and we can turn the fuel on, light it up. This is a match light. This is not a instant light, so there's no piezo electric emission of any sort, which is both good and bad. I have seen people who can get these things going with a ferro rod. I'm not ready to try that yet, but it's nice to know it's there as a backup. Back up. And oh, okay, there we go. Propane camp stove, model number 5430E. So 5430E. Okay. Let's put it back up. Close it with the clasp. Has the Coleman logo embossed in the top. Has a recessed handle. Guess those nuts are what hold the burner assembly and all on. Otherwise, it's a pretty solid looking little stove. It's a bunch smaller than the 424 dual fuel. I'm not going to lie to you. I radically prefer the dual fuel. In a situation where you lose power, you lose... my home is all electric. I don't have a gas stove. In a situation where here on the Texas Gulf Coast, we get power knocked out fairly frequently. And this here will cook fine. But I'm honestly way more likely to have unleaded gasoline or Coleman fuel than I am propane. I'm a lot more comfortable with this using the bulk adapter hose. And I'm going to read the manual, see if it's compatible. If not, this is going right back to the manufacturer. But yeah, that's it. That's it unboxed. This will help us with our camping. It'll help us with our emergency prep. If nothing else, it's a good backup. So, and I'm not... This thing is so inexpensive. It was $42. I just don't see trying to skimp out even further and going with the Walmart house brand or a Tex Sport or something like that. My other 2-burner stove is a Brinkman. I can't hook it up to a bulk tank at all, and it is incredible. The regulator on it's incredibly unreliable, and unfortunately it's not available anymore. So that's it. This is the Coleman Classic 2-burner matchlight camp stove. That's the unboxing. So that was the 2018 unboxing of our Coleman Classic 2-burner propane camp stove. Now, these stoves are no longer in production, or if they are, I'm just not finding them anywhere. I don't see them on the Coleman site anymore. They may still be there, I'm just not seeing them. They're definitely not on Amazon. They're definitely not on Walmart. So, if you find one, great, pick it up. This thing was dirt cheap, $42.88. The cheapest one I've seen of a Coleman 2-burner is over $100, like $124, I think. There are some generics out there that are $60 or $80 that I wouldn't trust. I had that Brinkman before, and getting parts for it was difficult, and I had some problems with the original regulator. I never trusted that stove afterwards. It was a nice stove, but if I can't trust it and I can't get parts for it if it goes bad, what good is it? So I went with the Coleman. I can still get parts for this stove. I just can't buy this stove. Now, there are some issues with this stove, and most, like 99.99% of portable propane stoves are going to have this problem adjusting it down for a simmer. Can be done. It's finicky, and a wind will blow the simmer out almost instantly. So you need to wind block your stove fairly well and fiddle with the knob. You'll get it. I've never not been able to achieve a simmer on my stove, and it's been holding up real well. This thing was purchased in January 2018. It's August of 2025, and that stove gets used almost every single outing. I haven't had the liquid fuel stoves. I thought I was going to use a lot more than I do, but I've found that I'm really leaning into this, particularly since I don't get that giant priming flame. So I'm having a lot better luck using the propane stoves. I didn't think I'd like it, and there's things about it I don't like. The 1 pound bottles in particular, but I'll do some information on those. I've got the refillable 1 pounders. I'm not refilling the non-refillable, the disposables, but there are 1 pound refillable bottles on the market that I've got that I'm using. So I'll go into detail on those probably in a future video. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to show you guys this thing as it came out of the box. If you do run across one, new old stock somewhere, or just barely used, grab it. It's a good little stove. It'll do what you need it to do. So yeah, definitely I wouldn't hesitate to grab one. 10,000 BTUs per burner. The little folding Coleman camp oven works fantastic on the thing. I've got the Coleman drip coffee maker. That thing works great. Although I really have gone to a collapsible funnel pour over coffee maker, and I'm doing that for space reasons. But other than that, yeah, couldn't be happier with the stove. So thanks for watching my video. If you like what you saw, please be sure that you click like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and share my video with your friends and family. Please be sure you go back and check out the older videos in the archive. There's some great stuff in there that I'm sure you'll enjoy. And if you'd like to support my work, please be sure to visit us at wildersportoutdoors.com and buy some merch. There's some great stuff there, and it'll go a long ways to help us out. All right, that's it. That's the video for today. Stick with us, and you'll catch the next one. And like I always tell you, get out there, be productive, be safe, but most of all, be blessed. I'll talk to you later.
But here by the river, I feel like I'm alive. Nature's heartbeat makes you remember why. Living in a van down by the river, when you're not